We don't play games, whoa. Hop up on that wagon, oh please just get out the way. You know we stay stuntin', right up in your face. We sorry, not sorry, we just stuck up in our ways. West Coast gon' ahead, stand up, put that glass and hands up. Gang, we famed up, got that change, we bagged up. Crew love, we stay manned up. Ahem like I'm Wheezy, yeah. Rap game just too easy, drip so sick I'm queasy, whoa. East Coast with the gang, West Coast with the gang, Lover with the gang, you know we don't play gang. East Coast with the gang, West Coast with the gang, Lover with the gang, you know we don't play gang. East Coast with the gang, West Coast with the gang, Lover with the gang, you know we don't play gang.
What's up, Dale? It's going to be a quiet one unless people figure out that YouTube and Twitter is the place to go for today's podcast. It's going to get real. It's going to be real quiet. It's going to be real quiet on the live chat. So anyone that's tuning in, it's only available. Tell your friends. It's only available on YouTube and on Twitter. Only two places. We'll stay here for a minute and we'll get started because I don't think people are going to find my shit. Oh no, I'm so sad. This goes with the gang. Yeah. Oh yeah, here we go.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing, testicles, testicles. Oh, welcome everyone to episode 1041 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gangcast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What is going on, people? Welcome. Those of you that are listening to the podcast, you already heard. I told you in the intro that Facebook and Instagram are down. You can't post for shit. Can't go live, can't stream. Nothing is working on my end. I can't even log. I deleted my Instagram app because I thought it said login error. So at first I thought, oh shit, was I hacked? And then I did a quick little Google and it popped up on Reddit and Twitter and stuff that Facebook and Instagram are down. Facebook owns Instagram, for those that don't know. And I guess they just had some updates or outage, and it just goes to show how delicate this whole thing. It scares the fuck out of me how delicate the internet is. It scares the shit out of me because now we got the live cast. Most people watch the show live on Facebook and watch the show live on Instagram. It's just the way it is. So right now it's really quiet in the live. Got a bunch of you that are watching on YouTube, which is cool. But at the same time, it just goes to show how delicate this whole internet balance is. And it's really good that I can talk to myself. I'm fine. I know you're all listening because we have thousands and thousands of people that download the podcast every day. So I'm talking to all of you and the few of you that are watching live. It's interesting, but that's why it's great and important because to follow me everywhere. And I don't just say that to be like, hey, follow me everywhere because I want you to follow me everywhere. I mean, I do. At the same time, if Facebook and Instagram aren't working, you might not know that though, because if you're not trying to post a lot of things, you're just a watcher, you're a consumer of content, you're not going to know when things are up and down and when things are weird. But it's always good to follow me in multiple places because you'll get notified in multiple places. And I couldn't even, for those of you that are part of the Daily Swole Club, I wasn't even able to let you all know. I wasn't even able to notify you with my messaging app. So that was like, everything is down. Everything is down because that goes through Messenger, which goes through Facebook. It's just, it shows how everything, you can't be one-sided. You can't be one-dimensional. And that's where a lot of people in social media fall short. They have an Instagram account, period. They have a Facebook account, period. They have a YouTube channel, period. Well, I like to spread my shit around. I'm not dependent on anyone. I'll do my stuff on Twitter. I'll stream it live anywhere I need to. I'll stream anywhere I need to. I'll stream anywhere I can in order to get this across. And if I can't stream, I'll still do the podcast. You all know, I'll still throw it down. I'll still throw it down without fucking internet connection. I've done it before, and I'm sure I'll do it again. So when you do come in Drop a comment. Those of you that are watching also on Twitch, I got my toes in everywhere. I got my Amazon stream going. I got my Twitter stream going. I got my Google stream going, YouTube, and then Facebook and Instagram. If they want to play today, fine. So be it. So that's what's going on. A couple sites are down. YouTube rules. Well, it's good. It's good. It's good for right now. Those of you that are on YouTube, you're on the second channel. You're on the Daily Swole podcast watching the stream, and you've probably already seen the latest Brittany Dawn fitness video on YouTube. If you haven't yet, go to the main channel, Swolenormous, and check it out. Leave a comment, drop a like if you like it, and subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Hold on, I got a burp. Coffee burp. Ooh. Almost missed it. Almost missed it. I almost burped right into the mic. That would have been nice, right? Lynn31. I follow Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. It's really a good choice to follow the stream on YouTube. But this is also on Twitter too. But the thing is, YouTube, where YouTube falls short, is like posting. You know, you could post in the community section. It's just not that usable, and a lot of people don't necessarily use it or notice it. But Twitter, it's comments, it's pictures, it's video, it streams through Periscope. So Twitter's actually, I feel like Twitter's going to make a comeback. Not that they ever left, but I think Twitter is going to like stay and maintain strong because it's so unique. But I think there's going to be some kind of like resurgence, you know, in the next 5 or 10 years. Like they're going to come out with something because it's so easy to interact. It's so easy to have a conversation. And that's why you all like this podcast, is because we're having a conversation every day. I'm talking, we're going over certain topics or asking questions, and then we're, you know, going back and forth. And Twitter has that. Twitter has that conversation aspect. So there's a bunch of stuff in the news. Did you guys hear about I'm thinking about doing a Nuts on Chin video. Those of you that are watching live, did you guys hear about the admissions scandal, the college admissions, all these celebrities and people that were pretending like their kids were handicapped, that they were photoshopping pictures to get them like athletic scholarships and to get them in these little side doors of universities, to get them into Yale, to get them into these high level universities, all these people with money paying millions of dollars to get their kids admitted. Not like anyone's fucking surprised that rich people pay money. Rich people were scamming the system. People with money were pulling strings at universities. No fucking way. They just built a new library with your fucking name on it. How silly is that? How silly is that? How ridiculous is that? I mean, it's not surprising, but people are getting lit the fuck up. In these social media days, you can't get away with shit like that. That's why you got to be honest. That's where the whole Brittany Dawn thing fell apart. She wasn't honest. When you have your life online, when you say things and people can call you out on them, either accept it. I mean, look, you can go through my content and find some place where I said something like I was eating Sour Patch Kids. Okay, I don't hide. Oh, I'm a bad person. I change and I tighten my own ship up and stuff like that. Like people change and beliefs change and stuff like that. But usually when people change, it's a gradual transition. And if you're transparent about it, it's okay. People change. Everyone here changes and adjusts and, you know, becomes a new person every year, essentially. Like I'm a different person than I was last year. I'm a different person than I was 3 years ago. A lot of core components are the same, but the way I think about things are a lot different now than there was a year or two ago. What you can't run away from, which is good, you can't hide from being a fucking piece of shit, from being a thief, from being a scam artist. You cannot run away from that, especially when you're online. You're going to get caught. And there's no surprise why her comments in that section. I mean, a lot of people would be like, oh, you're making another video on this chick. It's still a huge fucking problem. You don't know what I know. You don't see what I see. You don't see all the shit. You don't get all the messages. You don't get all the DMs. You don't get all the pictures and the screenshots and the really sad and, you know, troubling emails with people that really, you know, probably shouldn't have purchased a program from her, but they saved money. They put stuff away and they made sacrifices to do that. And when you don't deliver on what you said, look, it doesn't have to be the best program in the world. And maybe she doesn't have to be the best coach in the world, if that makes sense. She is what she is. And obviously she's a terrible one, but let's just say she provided her services. Maybe they kind of sucked. Okay. People weren't too happy. Fine. But when you just completely cut people off, you block them when they ask for refunds and they leave negativity in your comments, and you block them, you delete their comments, and you hide from it, and you actively take their money and you actively do this, it's really fucking sleazy. It's really sleazy. And it's on a smaller scale compared to like global, like Bernie Madoff and shit, but it's still bad. It's even worse when you're looking people in the eye, when you're really talking to them. you let people in your life and you explain, you pretend to be a transparent person. You're posting YouTube videos. This is my room. This is my life. This is my gym. This is what I eat. This. And you're going to take their money, and it's just it's nuts. And it pisses me off because I try to do the opposite. I try to be as cordial and as community oriented and driven with people that pay me money as with people that don't. And it's just unfortunate that we have people that are still just fucking people over like this. But they're getting caught. Social media does not give a fuck. The internet doesn't give a fuck. You can say whatever you want, and you can say it to millions of people and get the information out. So what I did was I wanted to provide the platform for people to drop their comments and be like, look, this is still going on. I'm not just tooting my horn. I'm not doing this for views and for subs. I'm doing this because, yeah, those things will come, but this is real and this is happening. So it's just crazy how people are so delusional with the college thing, you know, and with this Brittany Dawn thing. Just these two examples, just people think they can get away with shit, but it's all out there. It's very transparent. It'll blow up in your face really quick. That's why a lot of these things that happened 10, 15 years ago, sexual assaults, R. Kelly, all this stuff that went, left, and now like resurfaces because you have all these voices and all this proof and stuff that can come out, and you can get so much information so quickly. It's insane, fam. It's insane. They are the largest social platform globally. Dale, what do you mean, Twitter? I think Twitter has something like 8 or 10 million accounts with no followers, just dead accounts. Yeah, Twitter was the first one, if I'm correct, right? Wasn't it like 2003? No, Facebook came out in 2003. I think Twitter was like just before or maybe just after. I could be wrong. Maybe it was like 2007 or 2008. Let's see, Twitter. I'm actually curious now. Let me see. I'll just Google this quick. Usually people are like all over it in the comments, but since everyone's down and not many people are watching live today, let's see, founded 2006. So I don't know if that was before or after YouTube. YouTube was like 2005, 2006, I think. Or YouTube bought it in 2006 or 7. Who knows? Who really cares? Anyway, it's Twitter. And Twitter was 2006. I know Facebook was a couple years before that because I was in college when that happened. So, yeah. All right. So Twitter's been around for a long time, and no surprise that Facebook and Twitter are the big ones. But Twitter's kind of been like in the background. But I like using it. I like how it's a conversation. I like how you can post a lot. You can tweet a lot. You can post a lot of things and just like a thought in your brain, which can be a good thing. Could also be a bad thing, but I think it's really great to maybe give you some more like behind the scenes stuff, just kind of like play by play. I haven't used it. I haven't really actively crushed it, like put all my effort into it because I don't think it's a smart move. However, I do post on there and I do post a lot of content, and I'm streaming live there right now. People are watching me on, it says 2 people are watching on Twitter. Hey, Twitter peeps, what up? What's going on? Yeah, a couple. Doesn't show it on my dashboard, but I'm looking at me live, cashing me live on the Twitter. See, Facebook and Instagram are down, but Papa Swole is still rocking on Twitter. I'm everywhere. Yeah, we're bringing back MySpace. I heard about that. I don't know. MySpace never left. Anyway, so today's topic, actually, just okay. The reason why today's title is Everything is Just Okay, I heard a little clip, actually, I was posting on YouTube. Obviously, I posted a video today, and something popped up in my feed. It was from comedian Theo Von's podcast, and he was talking. It was like a clip from, I guess he had an interview with Dane Cook, if you remember him. And it was just a little short clip about how Dane was, kind of kept his head down, always focused on people that liked him, didn't realize till after his career was kind of, on the back nine, and he was kind of like winding down how a lot of people hated him or didn't like him. He never even noticed. People thought he was a dick. And, it was an interesting quote that he said, because a lot of his, being out there, it's kind of like what I do. It's a persona, right? It's a persona. It's my ideas. They're exaggerated for social. When I do drive Mo Gainings, when I do nuts on your chin is a little bit more like me. It's just a little bit amped up. But, when I'm rage, like I go crazy, people think that if you watch one of my videos, you think I'm a raving lunatic all the time, 24/7. That's obvious. I mean, that's not true. That's not true. I'm a human being, and a lot of it's performance, it's for entertainment, it's comedy, it's funny, and a lot of it is truth, which is why comedians are so powerful, especially stand-up comedians, because they talk a lot about social issues and the truth about it, but they make it funny so it's socially acceptable. But these are serious issues, right? And he said something interesting. He said, everything is just, I think he said this, I don't want to quote him verbatim, but something around the lines of everything is just okay. Everything is average. And he said that no matter what the movie is, whether it's an Oscar winner or not, whatever song it is, whatever book, whatever you're looking at, whatever play, there are going to be people that fucking love it. Oh, there are going to be people that are like meh, and there are going to be people that hate it. But think about what the average of that is. The average is going to be like average. The average is average. That's what average means. So you're taking all those highs, people that love Papa Swole or Brittany Dawn or I don't know, whatever actor or Dane Cook in this example, because he said the damn thing, right? You take all the people that love it, and then you're going to have a bunch of people that don't. So the average, everything in the world, no matter what it is, the best thing, people that rate things highly, restaurants, there's always going to be someone that doesn't like it, or people that have different opinions based on their either experience or their perception of what that is. Everything's average. And I kind of thought about this. I'm like, all right, well, how does this relate to fitness? Well, it relates to fitness in a big way. It relates to fitness in life in a big way. Whereas people will put a pedestal on and put like abdominals, having abs and being lean on a pedestal. Well, not everyone wants to be lean. When you share your lifestyle habits or your goals or things that you want to do with your spouse or with your family, with your parents, and they don't approve, you're all in favor. They're not. It's an average. To everyone, there's always this other opinion. There's always this other voice. But what really matters is what you think and what you feel and what you want to do. That's what really matters, is what you're trying to accomplish. Everything is going to be just okay, but what are you hot on? If that makes sense. What gets your fire going? What stokes your fire? What makes you passionate? And if you have passion, you have purpose, and you're helping other people, and you're honing your craft, and you're getting better. I mean, this is something else that popped up in my feed. It's just, that's where you find your purpose. It's not necessarily happiness. It's doing something and getting proficient at your skill that will benefit yourself and others, right? This is like a way of, there's always aspects of what I do that works in my favor as well as your favor. As much as I provide entertainment, as much as I provide programs, nutrition, and I do Q&As and we do all the content that I do, of course I do make a living, and it's an exchange. It's an exchange, right? I'm delivering value and then I'm being compensated for the value that I deliver, but it's value based, right? I need to produce, I need to deliver on what I say. And then I'm building trust and relationships with each and every one of you. Those of you that are listening, those of you that are watching, those of you that comment, those of you that are already members, those of you that are already paying for services and for being a part of the private community. I'm always putting in and cultivating and working on my craft and creating what I can, I'm doing what I do better, and I can always do what I do better, and I always try to do better and be consistent, this, that, and the other. But it's a very interesting way to look at things, because obviously you're going to like some things more than others. You're going to be hot on certain things and cold on something else, but everything is just okay to someone. So you can't worry about what other people fucking think about what you do. Every time I make a video, look, I can pull it up right now, not that I need to. Those of you that watch on YouTube, all right, so we have the latest video drop. All right, let me load this up. Hopefully the autoplay. All right, so we got the latest video, the latest Brittany Dawn fitness video. And I just want to show you in comparison, kind of like a little snippet of what I mean by this. So if I bring up the statistics of the last video, I have currently 846 thumbs up and 13 thumbs down. 846 thumbs up and 13 thumbs down. First off, how about that fucking like ratio? That's absurd. That's ridiculous. Like 98 or 99%. So everyone loves this video. However, when you look at that, okay, let's look at it from the positive. Obviously, overwhelmingly, people loved it. But there's 13 people that, for whatever reason, didn't like it. Chances are they're either a Brittany Dawn supporter, they just don't like my face. This fucking guy made another video and they thumbed it down. Okay, whatever. But there's always going to be that. Very rarely have I made a video. Actually, there are a lot of them that have 0 thumbs down. But when you get that kind of exposure, when you get that many views, when you hit a sensitive issue, when you're going at someone and you're kind of tearing them up, tear that beach up, going at it, going deep. When you're going after a sensitive issue that stirs up a lot of emotions, you're going to stir emotions both ways. And any big YouTuber usually gets a lot of dislikes. You're just going to generate a lot of hate. And YouTube has a big hate culture as well. And some people just will hit a thumbs down because no one has done it yet. Like, oh, it's got 0 thumbs down. Well, fuck this guy. And they're, deep down, they're jealous, this, that, and the other, whatever. But I'll see through here. Let's see, you get another one, let's say 2,200 thumbs up and then 89 thumbs down. Like, there's always people. Bottom line, there's always going to be someone or a group of people that don't like what you like, or that don't support what you do. So as much as this is growing, as much as the podcast continues to grow, as much as the YouTube channel continues to grow, as much as everything continues to grow and develop, and the audience and all of you, it grows and we get better with content and the production goes up and everything improves, there's always going to be that balance, right? There's always going to be a few people like, fuck that guy, fuck his beard, fuck his gay man bun. His boyfriend probably grabs it while he's jamming his head down on his dick. And I've gotten that before. It's like, oh, good one, bro. It's called long hair. Don't be jealous because you're bald. Everyone's going to hate. Everyone's going to hate. And it's cool. It's fine. Everyone's going to have an opinion. And I think Dane Cook said this too, or Theo Von, in that same little clip. He said, what someone else thinks of me is none of my business. So honestly, what I think is none of Brittany Dawn's business. It's not. I mean, it should be. She should listen to what I'm saying. She should listen to the fucking words that are coming out of my mouth and do something about it. It's on her, though. I mean, it doesn't affect me at all. And if anything, it helps me. If anything, it helps me. If anything, it boosts me. If anything, it will get me subscribers and people that used to watch her shit and be like, fuck that. Oh, let me watch this dude over here. And of course, you can go watch the video that I did, and I explain a little bit about that too. But, I mean, it's none of her business, and it's none of my business what she thinks about me. She can think I'm a fucking asshole. She probably does, but fine. Let her think that. I'm still going to make videos that I want to make, and I have the right to do that. And I have the right to voice my opinion. And unfortunately, what I say is the fucking truth. And that's why it pisses me off, because people are forgetting about that stuff. So that being said, there are always going to be the negatives, no matter what you do. So what you have a passion for, hopefully your circle that you create, it's your choice. It's your choice to create this circle. It's your choice to surround yourself with your friends, with boyfriend, girlfriend. You can surround yourself with whoever you want. If you're surrounding yourself with shitty people, it's going to be very hard for you to see what you want to accomplish in your life and your training clearly. If someone is up your ass and they are that average, if they are averaging you out and they're averaging out your high point to be just neutral, right? If they're infiltrating your passion, you need to get the fuck out of there. You need to find something that you want to do. You need to follow what you want to do. And when it comes to your training, when it comes to your nutrition, you have to beat your own drum and you have to follow that. You can't let anyone interfere. You can't let anyone interfere. You can't let anyone make your passion and make your high point. You can't let anyone make that average. That's really important, to stay away from that, to make sure that no one is trying to bring you down to average. Adam, you see any of the Joe Rogan podcast with the guy that does crazy functional training? Crazy functional training? No, I don't know. I don't know who that is. Not Joe Rogan, but Pat. Yeah. No. Was it a recent one? No, I haven't. I don't. The last one I listened to was someone. It wasn't. Oh, it was It was one he did recently. I listened to one when I was walking the dog, or when I was on the plane, and it was. What was it about? It was about the guy with the vaccines, and right when I got to the point, and this is the guy that was talking about vaccines, like vaccines aren't bad, right? The vaccine one. And right when I got to the point where he eats junk food, I was like, fuck this guy. I turned it off. Just a hypocrite. I don't want to hear you talk about vaccines when you're eating junk food. It was just so hypocritical and stupid. And Joe didn't want to, it was funny actually a little bit. I stayed with like a couple minutes because Joe was burning him like nicely. He's like, that's a little, he's like, how can you not take care of your health? That's like a little bit, he wanted to fucking call this guy a fucking piece of shit. He wanted to so bad. He wanted to rip this guy a new asshole, but he was just trying to be nice. So I turned it off because I was like, fuck that. I don't want to hear another word coming out of this person's mouth. You're going to sit there and tell me that I should be, injecting vaccines and stuff into my body, but then you're going to eat junk food? I'm a fucking idiot. It's stupid. Stupid people. Stupid is as stupid does. Right? So I didn't see the, I'll check on that one. I don't know what crazy functional training means. That's kind of intriguing. What's crazy that's functional? Functional is not crazy. Functional means functional. Crazy is crazy. Yeah, it was recent. He's into all sorts of stuff. Survivalist. He trains for fighting, but it was kind of interesting. Oh, was it an MMA podcast that he does? I don't know. I'll check it out. So that being said, don't let everyone average you out. I think is a great way to think about today's podcast. Don't let anyone average you out. Everything is going to be okay from some lens. Everything is going to be just decent. Everyone's going to look at this and just be like, okay, that's average. Everyone's going to dislike something that a lot of people like. Some people are going to like things that a lot of people don't like. You're never going to get 100% one way or the other. And that's something that's important because when you are sharing your life, your dreams, your passions, what you want to do, especially when it comes to health, when it comes to things that a lot of people get really defensive about. A lot of people get really defensive when you bring up eating healthier, and they get defensive thinking like, oh, you mean I'm fat? You're calling me fat? You think I'm not healthy? And they get defensive and they stop and they tune out what you're trying to say. You're trying to help them. You're trying to, help them be better for themselves, but they don't want to hear it because they don't want to listen because all they hear is just, I'm not good enough. I'm doing something that's better than you. And they feel attacked, victimized, right? And then they'll shut off and they don't want to hear anything else you have to say. So it's important to make sure that you filter out those people. You filter out that bullshit in your life because they're going to be there. They're going to be there. They're going to be pervasive and they're going to infiltrate your brain. They're going to infiltrate your shit unless you cut them off. And that has to do with deleting people from your Facebook, deleting people from your Instagram, tightening up your circle, keeping your close friends even closer and eliminating all the noise, because that kind of noise is going to bring everything down to just okay in your life. And that's something that you can't have. It's fine if you don't like a movie. It's fine if you didn't like the book. It's fine if you didn't like a YouTube video. What's not fine is that your passions, your desires, and your goals are being averaged out by people around you, bringing it down to that just okay. And that comes down to who you surround yourself with. If you're on fire and you're on top and you're surrounding yourself with 3 or 4 people, chances are you won't. But if you had 3 or 4 people that were that negative balance, you're going to get sucked down with them. And that's a very dangerous thing. So I'll leave you with that. Thank you so much to everyone that's joining me for this very light version of the Daily Swole. So remember, those of you that are watching, you're hooked in now. Make sure you subscribe and turn on that notification on Daily Swole Podcast on YouTube and also on Twitter at Swolenormous because I stream there as well. So if we have this issue in the future, that's where I will be. Unfortunately, people didn't get their notifications on Messenger for Daily Swole Club. Everything was down. Everything got fucked up. So, a unique episode, but at the same time, get a little partial stream, which is cool. So you'll all have a podcast. You'll have some good content. This thought and this thing was kind of perfect for today because I just wanted to get that thought and kind of plug that into your brain. But of course, we shall probably, I'm assuming all this issue with the social media will be back, and I'm sure they're working just violently to get it back up in the next, can you imagine how much money they're losing on ad spend and shit like that? I hope they're not fucking charging me. I hope they're not showing my shit. I'll probably get credited back from their bullshit. But that being said, there's going to be some new stuff coming with Swolenormous apparel. A lot of those brands, if you have not yet checked out, I'll say it now, if you have not yet checked out swolenormousapparel.com, I shouldn't say most, but many of the designs up there are going to be taken down. The store is getting cleaned out to just the Swolenormous brand stuff. And then we're going to be doing some cool new releases coming up. So if there's anything on there that you already like and you've been thinking about, you've been waiting on, don't wait, because in the next couple days, a lot of the classics like Abraham Lincoln and Swolecrates and those things will not be publicly available on swolenormousapparel.com. So go check that out if you have not yet checked it out. And yeah, what's up, Will? I usually watch on Facebook, but the YouTube notifications never fail. Yeah, Facebook is down, man. Facebook is down. Can't stream. Can't play on Facebook or Instagram today. It's all right, but we still do it. We still got it done. It just goes to show everyone's gonna be like, where'd you post? Oh, you didn't stream? It's like, no, you fucked up. You don't follow. You thought you follow Papa Swolio? You think you follow me? You thought you fucking follow me? You don't follow me. You don't follow me. You don't follow shit. You didn't know that I was live? You don't follow me on YouTube, huh? You don't follow my second YouTube channel? You don't follow me on Twitter? What the fuck is wrong with you, man? What's wrong with you, man? What's wrong with you? What's wrong? So stay tuned for all that and discounts. Well, I mean, there's gonna be some specials and stuff going on. So stay tuned. I'm going to wait till run through that until Instagram stories are back up and shit like that. But anyway, that's the deal. So we'll be back hopefully up and running tomorrow. If not, I'm going to be here. We'll do it the same way. If it's still down tomorrow for whatever reason, I doubt it will be. But if it is, I will still be here. We'll still be doing this. And hopefully it wasn't like a breach. Who knows? It could be like some massive security breach that they're just like scrambling to handle. So hopefully that's not the case. But I will see everyone tomorrow for episode 1042 of the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gangcast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. Peace, McGee's fam. Deuce, Magoose, your boy, Papa Swolio. Out.